Hello, how's it going? Hope everything's good with you. It is with me. Firefly, acoustic guitar. Firefly is now putting out a line of acoustic guitars. And if you've seen any of my videos before, I've done several Firefly electric guitar videos. And I thought, I gotta try their acoustics. And I gotta say, right up front, this is really a great deal. It looks beautiful. Look at the abalone around the whole top of the guitar, including the sound hole. It just looks beautiful. When I pulled it out of the box, I couldn't believe it. But looks aside, how does this sound? And were there any problems? Well, let's find out. So I'm going to play some chords and whatnot on this guitar. Let me turn off my tuner and I'll take it off. And I'm using a Rode NT1 microphone. It's going into a small Behringer mixer behind me, which is USB'd into my computer. And I'm recording this on Reaper with no effects, no EQ, no nothing. So here goes. Kind of sounds like this. One thing I did do on this, the only change I've made so far, is I filed down the back bridge. It was way too high, and it made the action very hard to play. Not very hard, harder than I wanted it. I'm even going to take it down a little more. And if you're going to do it, be careful, because remember that the pickup itself is under this bridge. And when you file it down, if you don't file it down nice and straight, some of the notes, some of the strings won't ring out because they're not touching in that, the bridge is not touching in that area. All right, so if you're going to file it down, make sure you file it nice and straight. All right, the nut at the neck is good, but one thing I did notice, the nut is not glued in. When I undid the strings to take off the bridge, the whole nut just shifted, and I found it wasn't glued in at all. So I put a little glue on it, and I glued it in. The tuners are pretty good. They're not bad at all. The neck is a C shape, a definite C shape, a little thicker than, I would say, a Les Paul C-shaped neck, but right along that line. Okay, so that doesn't bother me at all. I can get used to playing any neck. So. I didn't change the strings at all. These are the strings that came on it. They're not the best, but they're not that bad. I mean, they work. And I did want you to hear what it sounds like when you get it. This is the strings that come on it. But for the $225 I paid for it, I don't have any complaints at all. The top is spruce and it's not a laminate top. You can feel right through the hole that this is one solid piece of spruce on top. The sides and the back are rosewood. And again, you could see right inside where it's not finished off that is rosewood on the sides and the back. You can see the rosewood right inside the guitar. The neck looks very ebony-ish, but I'm pretty sure it's not ebony. So I think this is an excellent buy. One thing I didn't talk about, and I'll just do that briefly, is the Fishman Preamp that's in here. It's called the Precis. That's the model of the Fishman Preamp. And it has the bass, treble, and the tuner. And it also has a phase button. It does change the sound a little bit, but I don't really understand what it's doing, because when I think of phase, I think of two pickups and you're putting one of them out of phase. I don't know what this phase does, since there's only one pickup in this guitar. But it does make a difference. It's a tonal difference that you'll hear when you plug it in. I think price-wise, quality-wise, there's nothing that I can say bad about this. The abalone around the whole outside here is beautiful. And then right around the sound hole too. So check it out. Firefly Guitars at guitargardens.com. They make these in they make the acoustics now in two styles. One has a cutaway, and then there's the Dreadnought type. You can get it with or without the Fishman preamp in it. I say go for the preamp because the difference in price is like $30. So you can get this guitar for under $200, a little under $200. Or you can get it with the preamp in it for like $225, $229, something like that. So you might as well get the preamp because it's a good preamp. Okay, that's it. Got any questions? List them below, and I'd be happy to answer them. Have a good day.